Okay, now if I have separated the plaintiffs from the defendants in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. And Matthew said in Matthew 25 of the King James Version of the Holy Bible in verses 31 through 36 that the king was going to come and separate the sheep from the goats. Well, if I'm a born king and in my lifetime I had to go into the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida and defend myself against the evil that attacked me, then who is Matthew now testifying to if he was talking about what happened in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning from his time of existence. So if he is a disciple of Jesus and I did what he said would be done, then is he not testifying against the spiritual world who is denying my legal victory? So if the Bible says that the spiritual world couldn't accept Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee's truth, and now the spiritual world is now telling about Jesus Christ, but yet the spiritual world is denying a human being of his truth, then wouldn't the spiritual world now be guilty of invading the human world? Because now they have done it twice. They've done it to Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, and they have turned him into Jesus Christ. And now they have done it to me and have turned me into King Tommy Chancey Castles Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, right? So now, if Matthew 25 verse 31 through 46 says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon his throne of his glory in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. So now, am I the Son of Man, or is my son the Son of Man? See, Jesus was a son. Jesus didn't have a son. So Jesus would be the son of his father, right? Now, well, I am a father who has a daughter and a son. So now, see, I'm separating the sheep and the goats from my daughter and my son, as well as my wife. See what I'm saying? So now, if Adam was me, then Adam would be the one judging the serpent and Eve. But because Adam failed to defend the covenant, then Adam was judged along with Eve and the serpent. See, so now me judging the serpent, then I brought my wife and my children and my people with me as Four Castles Incorporated. So see, I incorporated my property, right? I incorporated my subjects. I incorporated my family as I incorporated myself. See what I'm saying? So see, I didn't leave no stone unturned, but Satan left every stone vulnerable to turning. See what I'm saying? Because Satan had deceived everybody except me. Because my mother had told me that it ain't everybody if it's not me. Because I had told her one time, I say, Mama, everybody do it. She say, Tommy, it ain't everybody if you don't do it. And so, man, from that time to this time, see, I always make sure that my mama can't tell me that no more, because she was right. Now, I'm not saying, oh, I didn't want my mama to say nothing. I'm saying if I am an intellectual and someone has given me information that stimulated my intellect, then why would I then not take that stimulation to heart? Because it made sense to me. So if something makes sense to me, why would I discard it? See what I'm saying? So that's why I'm now telling my children what their grandmother taught me. And I'm saying, well, I hope that you receive it as I received it, but I'm giving you the example of what she said. See, I'm saying, see, because she told me that I had to be responsible for me, then now I'm being responsible for me. I'm telling my testimony. I'm saying, well, evil tried to make me evil. Evil tried to seduce me into being evil. Now, I'm now separating the sheep from the goats. And before him shall be gathered all nations. So now, see, that's Matthew. Now he say before him, well, I am him inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida ever since August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. And I am him in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida ever since February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. So now, if I am history and I have historical dates where I became him, then how can Matthew, who wasn't present on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, be as accurate as I am on September 2nd in 2023 at 9:42 in the morning? See, because I know about Matthew, but Matthew didn't know about me. But Matthew just said he. So if once I then identify myself in a place where identifications are established, then how can you now say that I haven't separated the sheep from the goats in Matthew time when I separated the plaintiffs from the defendants in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, which is why all nations are now gathered before me. See, I'm not gathered before nations. Nations are now gathered before me because I made the nation of the United States of America bow down to me in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida when I took the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964 from Satan and his God in the public sphere, in the public's view, inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida. So therefore, how can I now deny my written image? Because you deny my human image. So who are the black backsliders? Who are the backbiters? See, your opinion has now made my truth reveal you as being the anti-Christ. So if you anti-Christ, then does not my truth testify to me being the true and living Christ? By definition of Christ. Let's go now. See, we got the definition of Christ, and this is why I'm asking the black slaves If you're going to deny me as being Christ, then you should have a description of Christ. You shouldn't just use the Bible because you couldn't read nor write. So that's not your description of your Lord and Savior. You couldn't read or write. So you are only using what was wrote about your Lord and Savior now that you can read. But all of you can't read. Some of you are deceiving those who can't read, and you're being monetized because of it. That is a crime against God's children. See, but I'm my God, but I'm saying if you have converted my children and have given them your father, then that's a crime, because I am their creator. See, and I have defended my creations in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, when I defended my union to their mother earth, in that same courthouse during that same time. So now, did I not raise my kingdom above the circumstances of my Satan? And I am now the God of Satan, who tried to enter into my Garden of Eden. But see, you don't want to see me doing the right thing, because you don't want to say that Adam did the wrong thing, and that's your father. So now, instead of you now critiquing your father's iniquities, right, that is now your gross injustice, so your children don't be as guilty as you are as guilty as Adam and Eve were when the serpent then beguiled them, like you are now beguiling your children. So see, is the scripture now revealing your children's God to your children as being a serpent? Because now, am I not revealing to my children their God is their father? So wouldn't my son be the son of man? And wouldn't my daughter be the daughter of man? See, when is the daughter represented in the kingdom of her father? But my daughter is the main character in the building of hospitals. Now my son is the main character in the building of his king. See, because without my son, I might have lost my way. But without my daughter, I may have never started on the path. So see, I'm saying my children are my reason for becoming a king, because my children made me a father, but my wife made me a husband. See, I could have been a father without being a husband, but my wife would not allow me to become a father until I became a husband. See, so that's why all credit go to my wife, because see, it looked like my wife is not with me, but I know my wife. See, and she is making me. But now I'm showing her that I'm already made. See, I'm saying, well, you used to make me, but now I'm finished. See, you can't make me no more when I'm made. See what I'm saying? See, now you gonna make me be less than you made me. See, that's what they mean by behind every good man is a good woman. See, I'm saying to my wife, yeah, you're a good woman, but you never saw your man. See what I'm saying? Because you met me when you thought you needed to protect me. See, my wife always like she was protecting me. See what I'm saying? But I'm like, see, but I told my daughter about it. So now my daughter is just seeing what I had always told. See, my wife was always protecting me. She always like, like when we was in high school, they wouldn't even listen to her. Like if she said, if it was like she giving a witness and they say, no, don't listen to her because that's her boyfriend. And I'm saying, well, she can tell the truth just because she my girlfriend. But now they doing the same thing when she my wife. See, and I'm saying, see, Benita, you see, first you dealt with my life on the outside. Now you dealing with my life on the inside. So see, she know both good and evil, but she realized now that I'm nothing but good. See, she see now. Like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, he was arguing with you. See, and so she was like, Tommy, you always this. But I'm saying, babe, you can't see that devil. You looking at me. And that's what I kept telling. See, you always looking at me. You not looking at the other person. See, but she always, you gonna always see, cause she know I'll take it there. See that? But I'm saying, okay, babe, you right. See how you done made me change? But I'm still gonna handle my business. It don't matter what you do. It's just, I'm gonna do it like my mama taught me to do it because of you. See what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to leave you like my daddy left us. So that's why I would never do nothing wrong, because I didn't want to go to prison. See, not because I was scared to go. Hell, I was in the Navy. That's prison. That's federal prison. You just get paid for it. When I was in jail, it was no different than when I was out to sea. But what people don't understand is a person who work in a jail is doing the same time you doing. They just working. When you go to bed, they go home and they go to bed. But they still spending 8 to 10 hours in prison or in jail or in the detention center with you. It's just when they switch shifts, then they go home. Just like when you do your time, somebody else gonna get your bed and you gonna go home. See what I'm saying? So everybody working the system. Is just some people getting paid to work the system and some people working off their debt to the system. See, so when you in jail, you paying restitution. So you have to work to upkeep the jail you live in, right? But when you get out of jail, then they don't give you no job to uphold the community you live in. So now you create revenue from the destruction of your community. See what I'm saying? But when you in prison, they don't allow you to be that destructive because that's their community. They live there too. See what I'm saying? Now, once you get out of prison, you got to start protecting your community like the prison employees protect their community. See, why you don't see your children as your responsibility like you saw that time you was doing in prison as your responsibility. See what I'm saying? You had to do that time. You need to be a father. You need to be a mother if you created a child. So now you should see your responsibility to your creation is the same as your responsibility to your restitution. You can't have one without the other, man. A child needs its father for protection. A child needs its mother for security. A child needs both of its parents for comfort. See what I'm saying? Because if you allow another man around your seed, that man does not see that seed as his own. He see that seed as his mother. So now, as the mother get old, the child becomes the mother, and things can get distorted when a man is not responsible for that child. That's not his DNA. So he could have a problem and he see the child as a thing instead of as a heart. See, when I see my daughter, I see my heart. See what I'm saying? So I don't see her mother. See what I'm saying? Now, even though her mother is my heart, but that relationship is complicated, right? But with my daughter, there is no complications. See, because that is me, and I am her. See what I'm saying? Because when she do something, they gonna say her mother and her father. See, that's why I tell my children that you represent us. So if you don't respect yourself, you respect your representatives, your mother and your father. Because that's why I'm respecting my creation by respecting myself. So now I am showing my creation the evil that surrounds us. See, so Christ, right, is an ideal type of humanity. Christian Science is an ideal truth that comes as a divine manifestation of God to destroy incarnate error. Now, incarnate. Now, make sure that I'm saying it right.
Incarnate.
Yeah, incarnate, right? So it's invested with bodily or especially human nature and form, right? So now, so that means that I'm now defeating the body of the human nature that's in spiritual form. So that's the mind, right? So now I am showing the mind that the human body is being misused by Satan's God. You have succumbed to the sin, and now you being a judge to the sin that you succumbed to. See, but I rejected it, and now I am judging it. See what I'm saying? And now you have gotten caught up in it all. So now, this is me in my testimony now. I'm gonna give you my testimony of my situation, right? And like I say, this is page 86 on my book. It's at the bottom here, and I'm gonna start here. The wilderness of their souls, for which has started them to question as the truth now lives, so they can use the evidence of my birth and see as they of reincarnation has already saw from the sin of late eyes, given the blessing of hindsight, for which is the gift to see the nature of your life's purpose after it has happened within your spirit before you of a you of a physical being face the event within your physical existence. You would have failed first only within the illusions of your nightmare. I say nightmare because I have only had 2 dreams of sleep in my life. The rest of my dreams were daydreams. I was wide awake. When I first imagined the blueprint of my life and built my life from my own blueprint within my life's own earthly canvas, I wrote strictly and with focus so I could be strict within my focus, because I dreamed a sleep for the first time a nightmare. But the next night I dreamed an alternative ending, for which showed me that my words spoken giftedly as a 6-year-old child was my own prophecy to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s prophecy of the promised land. As I of strict focus was young within my focus, but I knew my life's purpose, but I was afraid of the traveler for whom I was supposed to lead because of their physical. But thank God, not sexual abuse of me. So I grew cold within my young focus, and respect was my only objective. But I of King's purpose fell humbly unto myself when I was only 18 years old. I guess you could say this was my burning bush moment. When I saw that path I was telling you about. But I of abuse was still upset and seeking the respect of my birth. But I knew that I couldn't continue on my past path and reach my destiny. See, so when they of faith tell me to pray, I of my own wisdom ask them, do they hear me as I speak my prayer to all that now hear me, as I pray to them that I am now the least of my brethren, as I came back from my resting roost, as the rooster, my resting roost, as the rooster, for whom only cluck cock-a-doodle-doos at the break of dawn. Because the definition of rooster is an adult male domestic chicken, cock, an adult male of various birds other than the domestic chicken, a cocky or vain man. Now see, they never miss an opportunity to jab out into the future. Is this a message about Minister Malcolm X's comments about a rooster coming home to roost? We must also be historical within our cited writings. But I of cocky vainness is also a man with cited sight seated deeply within the roots of this world's history, crying out in physical pain, but lying quietly within this modern history of America's past penmanship, waiting to be formed in the future handwriting of this world's future paradise, for which I now live within spiritually, as I now struggle physically, just to live as those for whom I now struggle through all phases of history's past within history's present. As I try to show the present the failures of the past, for which has brought us through our darkness of understanding to this crossroads of our own existence. May we find sense within sensibility, hope within the gathered knowledge for which was gathered by faith and given to the world for the world's love and respect. Because I of divine purpose have lost the services of Moses' army, as the leaders of this world of slaves, masters, have re-enslaved and divided those for whom followed Moses. Only needs to see poverty as one would have once seen a chain, and one would see all that has chained us and what continues to chain us, but they of another world's vision cannot see that the new world of their vision is the vision of ours, is the vision of others within this world's promise. And then it says, so why would one, and then that's the page. So see, so that's my testimony, right? And so now I'm going back to now, see that, so that's when I separated and all nations were before me, and I separated, and he shall separate them one from another as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on his left. See, so that's what I see. Now the plaintiffs would be, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand. So the sheep would be the plaintiffs, but the goats on his left. So the goats would be the defendants in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundations of the world in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. And then again in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. For I was a hunger, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee a hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me. In the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida ever since February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. So see, that's when y'all was in prison, I visited y'all. When y'all was sick, when y'all was strangers, I took y'all in. When y'all was naked, when y'all was without no clothes. See, I did it all, and y'all didn't even know that I did it, right? But this is what y'all did to me. Then shall he say, see, this is when I'm telling y'all now, your punishment. And then shall he say unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, you cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. So see, now you're being arraigned on September 2nd in 2023 at 10:06 in the morning, just like the serpent, Adam and Eve was arraigned in Genesis 3. See, now you can't even go back to Genesis 2 because now you are being captured for escaping out of the midst of the forbidden tree. See, so right now you're deceit caught into deception. See, so you deception itself, and your actions are deceitful. See, so now that's why I'm saying, for I was hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in, naked, and ye clothed me not, sick, and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall also answer him, saying, Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee hunger, or thirsty, or a thirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? See, then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not unto me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. But the righteous into life eternal in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. But see, only one of us have a New Testament, and I have over 100 of these, and only one of us filed 2 lawsuits and have the other one forked, which means simultaneously attacked in 3 different legal venues in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida. And I have them in my testimony, right, violating the law. See, so that's the devil in the details of my testimony. See, and I have this copywritten, and I'm the only one who can legally sell the contents of this book. Anybody else who sell it is pirating me. and I'm charging them with piracy. See, so this is my actual testimony about who I am and my worth. So if I am a book, then wouldn't my worth be duplicated? So now when it say be fruitful and multiply, do you not see my wisdom is now multiplying? But see, if the mind is a place that's destitute of truth, then wouldn't the mind not be able to absorb the truth without flooding the mind? So now wouldn't you be like Noah, and wouldn't my truth now be the flood, and now you can't enter on the ark of my mind because you can't get out of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, nor out of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida. So now you are now like Pharaoh's army drowned under the evidence of my kingship. See, so now my truth has flooded your spiritual realm, and now it's washing you away like you washed away Jesus.